And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Inside this Monday edition of the program Good Morning Salon, the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo say government will ask engineer them for assess the different bridge in the western area for make bridge disaster not happen again. According to the Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Edward Hinga Sandi, the agro-processing competitiveness project will reduce the over $400 million way Salon they spend for bringing them for its come na the country. And as today, Salon they join other country them na the world for observe the International Day of Peace. With the theme Shaping Peace Together, the Executive Director for Fambul Talk, John Cocker, go can talk about how the country go able for work together for peace.
Well, this and plenty other reports there for you in the program, plus Emerson Bakari go talk about in 9 Lives album, where he pull this behind them, and also other program them na the program. You will listen, go get we live on Radio Shalom 89.5, where they cover the entire Kwenadogo and Falaba districts and some parts na Tonkolili. Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1J na Pujon district, and Radio Kolente 90.0 Nakambia district, and also Radio Moa 105.5 Nakailaun district. Plenty thank you to we partner station them for where they link this program this morning. Good morning Salon. Yourself with the listen can be part of the program through a text message to the official number 0977-981-981. The number again is 077-981-981. You can go to our Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop your comments there, or listen on www.radiodemocracy.sl. All this now with support from Osiwa and Africell. The program now Good Morning Salon.
The first issue we will look at the program this Monday morning as part of the implementation process for the European Union COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund support to the Salon Agricultural Institute, SLARI, for Gito farmer them na 7 districts them where the coronavirus don't unbug them work, make the farmer them na Moyamba district to benefit from this support, don't harvest the granates where them been planted this PNTM. Outside them farmer here say this harvest go help them forget copper where them go use for take care of themselves and them family them, where then say go improve the condition. Well, Princess Spears gets more on this and go now reports.
This harvest where farmer them where they do farm work na Bailago village inside Moyamba district do. Na one where the senior farmer manager where they in charge of these projects at this district, Michael Binya thinks say important to farmer them, especially during this time where the coronavirus then at the country, as this virus don't unblock different sector they work.
The essence of this thing we do now to make them able to get seeds for the next planting season. Since they not be able to do much work and their own farmers feel them, when they come together, whatever thing they get now, because the project say whatever they get now, everything they get. We only do no more for train them how to plant. We bring the planting materials. We do the plowing. We do everything for them. Then set the partake as we go because they train them how for doing things so that they go able for do and they don't feel them, then we will get a better yield.
But waiting them farmer them here make up of this harvest.
This it mean to be good because one, it's a good food for it we are picking them. Like how this year we don't plant here. Whatever not happen to it. It's not the first time. We'll be saying we can't plant it here. Even when this sick year come, if not to this program kaya, we not for don't get nothing. At the end of the day, because we left zero. There will be a lot of challenges. More for getting seed them, we will get a plant for ourselves, or for live inside where we picking them. We will get that challenges.
Well, I think good because one day since war done, this development of Kenya, and when this COVID-19 come, pandemic come the whole world, it make the people that's done. Where they make district lockdown, they're not able to work for go fend. The family in a big town or do that they have agriculture products and for go sell and not be get the way for go do one. So if EU go give support, compliment the government the effort, Branca Naya, appreciate them, they have look at say na good thing where EU do to the government.
The support way and do it fine because we be there with the woman they will not get nothing for do. They take out this sick camp, so they cow this work so. For Lord, So too glad for that day. Picking there and this way we don't watch this now. We don't begin to get the benefits now.
Dr. Aissata Kamanda, na the coordinator for the European Union Emergency Response COVID-19 Fund project under the Salone Agricultural Institute (SLARI). Been talk about wetin dem think so far, but some of the work them wey farmer dem don dey do under the support.
For this EU-funded COVID-19 emergency response package, wetin we don see really excellent. We not be really expect this. This day beyond my imagination. I'm pleased for inform you, say, as a coordinator, where they lead the implementation, the yield what I don't see at this first harvest of this groundnut really outstanding. It passed what I can see in a farmer's field, it passed what I can see in a research field. This so really proved to we say if you use improved varieties for plant, your yield go advance and yield go boku past the normal local one. And this na indication for say with this it will improve the farmer their life, it will enhance their income, it will get access for new planting material next season. This is really very good. EU don't do well for them farmers. And with this, how the whole and fine we will come with more package, more benefits, more improved planting material. We go boost their life, we go enhance their income and change their welfare and empower them as a country.
But despite this support we farmer them don't they get for plant seed and other one them, then still they get challenge for do their work. But waiting at them challenger, Dr. Abdul Conte, now the director for Jala Agricultural Research Center, they explain.
Yeah, well, agriculture is, everybody know the potential of agriculture in this area, and most people them are farmers, and then they do a lot for production, although constraints such as the productivity can low of the crops they use, get equipment, tools and equipment for cultivate. So therefore, the amount of area they can cultivate is very, very small. And as a result of that, the productivity is small, the area of production is small. That they result into consistently low production level of agriculture. And honestly, if farmers didn't get that kind of support in this country, agriculture will see a wonderful transformation.
Dr. Conte end up call on all stakeholder and development partner them for support farmer them so that they go push agriculture go before. We go make food security then at the country. For Radio Democracy, Princess Piasley reports.
The program na Good Morning Salon, and it come to you from 98.1 FM, 7:39 at the time from studio clock, and we they go to other issues. Thursday, September 17 this year, the Savage Street bridge been broke. Usai he kill one person and another person be wounded. Bad one. For sake of this, the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo been go waka for see the damage where this bridge been caused. And Usai is say the engineer then they assess the different bridge there now for make them go able for begin make them. Mange Mansai gets more and go now reports.
Thursday, September 17. Now been surprised to plenty Salon people where them been get the news say the Savage Street Bridge don't broke. When a bridge where they connect Savage Street and St. John, but second the bridge in collapse one, been cause serious problem. Na Savage Street as motokadem not been able for connect again from St. John to Savage Street. This bridge in collapse one been create serious debates na social media and other platform them. Usai people been they ask plenty question if the authority them where them mean they in charge of the bridge not been see any sign say the bridge will collapse. For sake of this, make the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo been go waka na the bridge for know the damage where the bridge don't cause. It's a Bayoku Conte, na the Minister of Works and Public Assets, begin for talk about the plan them, where they get for make the bridge back.
For objective one, for try for retrieve the corpse as soon as possible. We're up to now with the panda exercise. Number two, for establish the causes of this collapse, or engineers and get for help. Number three, for develop a kind of reconstruction plan with the design and BOQ. And then the third, then for come up with a traffic management scheme or plan. So all the relevant stakeholders will don't meet and will don't identify the roles and responsibilities so that the government will try to do something on this road on this bridge as quickly as possible. So really honor get you now for can see for yourself what is happening.
After the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, been done yeri, the plan them, where the Minister of Works and Public Assets been explained to them, but how them for make the bridge again. The Vice President say, then they work stronger one with the plan them, where the Minister don't explain, so that then go able for make the bridge quick one, for make people begin for use and back.
Plan we don't lay out essentially 4 plans. Only for come up with a reconstruction plan, and secondly determine the causes and then the traffic, so that at least more people, more vehicles are not go carry for create a problem. I feel say that is the right direction to go. The only one key message we get, and that this work for start as soon as possible, and if for start in a more secured manner. Already I know say government don't do an assessment of all the bridge then have written. We don't make a determination for repair all the bridge then have written. Then they on course. It's just unfortunate say this can collapse now we can, but this is what government is about. Government is about meeting the expectations of the people. Until like this happen, the people in the expect the government for respond and for respond adequately. So I want to tell you na thank you. As soon as they see the minister don't outline the necessary plan of action, I've been said that is the best way for go. The only responsibility we will get now for make sure say the plan we don't outline, it is implemented to the letter.
But when the bridge been collapsed, the first road construction company for go rescue people na the bridge. Now the gentle group of company who side the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, been tell thank you to gentle group of company for them good work we then don't do.
You know, on behalf of government and the people in this community, I want to tell Jen to thank you. What is the Apple deploying machines there and resources there? You understand? And this is what we are expecting from other well-meaning companies there, where they put the national interest first. So we want to tell and thank you, and we hope say we will join hands together with the Ministry of Works and the Selo Roads Authority to put heads together so that we will be able to find the most sustainable solution for work this place here.
Where the Vice President been don't address workman them, now the gentle group of company have been talked to the artwork supervisor, now the gentle group of company Abubakar Ture, but waiting make the gentle group of company been go after the bridge collapse for go rescue people them and self do small work them for protect people them where then they around that place they. Now this the artwork engineer been get for say.
The collapse where this bridge here collapsed, can say some people in Medina, so we left under the slab and the abutment way for them. So now that make we value Ghanaians and life. Now that make we come, whichever person we under that slab, we come for car rescue. The bridge you don't age to the soil where the foundation of the bridge they on top a weak na clay soil. If you go and see them now, you get the picture of them. How the water they run the cam, now so it cuts, it go under the foundation, and now so it reduce the strength of the foundation. And the bridge actually don't hold. The design load for this bridge then turn the way they make them, and now it's different. It's like in the past day, and other then we don't make the water way the flow now too much. So the foundation is under. So it get for cause for the abutment collapse. And when the abutment collapse, the slab on top pull up for them.
But the current development now that the gentle group of company don't pull the body way been there under the water after where the bridge been on collapse. Word way come up from the Ministry of Works and Public Assets now that don't give the contract for make the bridge back to one Chinese company where make people don't they ask question the commitment where public institutions then get for boost the local content. For Radio Democracy, Mange Mansaye, the report.
7:45 now the time from the studio clock, and the program is still listening to now Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will look at other issues of the program now. Outside the European Union, this BNTM been give 25 million euro support to the Salon government for help develop 6 district council then na the country, and set for help put together 5-year strategic plan for the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Well, this make the team lead for the European Union Management Unit, Dr. Julius Muthal, say the 5-year strategic plan where the European Union they support the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development for put together now will make the ministry able for implement different projects for themselves. Well, Dr. Julius Muthal talked this inside one meeting where they hold with stakeholders them na Kenema district. Outside them go ask them for put thing the way they want for see inside this document where they develop now. You know, Kabia Bindede and Gona report.
The European Union, under the project, which has support to civil society and local authorities for local development in Sierra Leone, being give 25 million euro to the government of Salone for support 6 district council in the country. Part of this couple, where EU give to the government, then go use them for develop 5-year strategic plan for the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, where this strategic plan where they develop for the ministry, get capacity building for staff them, give the local council more power for get a couple, for able to implement different development projects them and other one them. For sake of this strategic plan, make the European Union under the management unit be all one day stakeholder consultation meeting for stakeholder them na south and southeast. We happen na Kenema district for go ask them different council stakeholder they am. Some party them where they want for see na the 5-year strategic plan where they develop for the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Dr. Julius Montali, now the team lead for the EU management unit, talk about the reason why they decide for support the Ministry of Local Government for develop the 5-year strategic plan.
The EU and the Ministry of Local Government, agreed that the project should support the development of a strategic plan for the ministry, and that's why we are here today in Kenema to consult stakeholders, paramount chiefs, civil society organizations on what should be reflected in the strategic plan for the Ministry of Local Government. As the project management unit, in consultation with the European Union that is providing resources on this project, we engaged 2 experts, one an international expert and a national expert that are working on this assignment. So they've done the situation analysis on the local governance architecture in Sierra Leone. They've made some preliminary recommendations which are going to be discussed with the stakeholders, then finally put in the strategic plan document.
Dr. Montali Semweso say the 5-year strategic plan will make the ministry able to implement different development projects then for themselves.
So this strategic plan for the ministry is going to guide the ministry in implementing activities bordering on the mandate, and you can see the linkages or the connection with local councils and how they can better provide support in terms of development as institutions and at the same time delivering services to the people within their locality. The project management unit conducted capacity assessment and highlighted some recommendations. There are some findings that are presented in the capacity assessment report and also reflected in the capacity assessment strategy. Issues of planning, financial management, monitoring of projects in the councils are highlighted as thematic areas.
How this strategic plan gets for benefits the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Sambalamina. Now the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development.
The 2004 Local Government Act is now overdue for review, and as a ministry we've embarked on reviewing the structures, the operations and the performance of the ministry in its entirety, which includes the central ministry, which is in Freetown, but also the regional ministries, the chiefdom administration and also the local councils. Today we are here as part of the processes that we need to engage critical partners and stakeholders of the ministry in an effort to gain their buy-in and also ownership of the process itself. What is critical to this is that it's all about service delivery.
Tambalamina carry on for talk about some panditinem we get for the inside this document.
There are issues about administration. The ministry embarked on capacity assessment of all local councils mid last year, and we've now developed a capacity strategy, how to build the capacity of local councils. So it's issues about leadership, provision of leadership and administration, issues about financial management and regulation of these local councils. It is about the human resource aspects of local councils.
Honorable Zainab Tarawali, now the Member of Parliament for Constituency 037 na Bombali District, and SEF, now member na the Local Government Committee na Parliament. They assure the European Union and the Ministry of Local Government say Parliament will give them support for CSA, then get this document.
On behalf of the committee, I want to assure the Ministry and EU of our fervent commitment to work with you. And I have to assure you that we are ready to push Sierra Leone devoid of whatever. It is not time for politics, but it is time for the development of Sierra Leone. In making a strategic plan, it sends a message to the ministry and to all partners that in the strategic plan we have what we call the picture that the ministry is ready to look into at any time they want to do what.
I've been talked to some Pandi Council stakeholder them. We've been the part of this consultation and we get this for sale.
I'm Joseph Munda Bindi, the chairman for Bo District Council and also the president for the Local Councils Association of Sierra Leone. This is a very laudable attempt made by the Ministry of Local Government. The consultant has highlighted key areas for discussion. For instance, talking about what would be the functional relationship of local government and the central government.
Been to Vanguard Kailan District Council, Chief Administrator. Again, they have brought us together. The area really that I would like to see being captured is that area of revenue generation of local councils, because revenue generation is the lifeline of councils. We don't have to rely on what central government sent.
Then people end up say at the end of this consultation meeting, plenty party the way they don't say for day inside this document, they for Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
Right, we continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from 98.1 FM. Today is International Day of Peace, and we talk peace today in the program. And for that, I want to welcome John Coker, Executive Director of Fambu Talk International. Good morning, Mr. Coker, and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me, and good morning to all
It's
the
been
listeners.
a while. How you do?
The manage.
Okay.
Then I'm really corner.
All right. Well, another studio guest who get at the program. Fambulem, I know they introduce him. Now waiting he do, now they introduce him, Mr. DJ.
Yo, I don't care how we they make Toko Cantine. One day it go backfire. Hey, hey, hey. Nothing lasts forever. Myself I go sing to attire. Hey, hey, hey. But I know say do me anything you do, now I go follow you. Hey. Man and this man and the guy and the bro.
Well, that's not the great man inside the studios today. We get the pleasure, I think after, I don't even know, 2 years, we get you in the program this morning. So now you self go for tell Fambo, they're waiting at your name. Good morning.
Good morning. This now Emerson, the last man still standing.
All right, well, that's now Emerson Bokai. He's saying that the last man still standing. This morning, the day after, talk about a 9 Lives album. And what you don't they do all this while. We'll come to you, Emerson. They come over to his studio guest this morning. Another studio guest, John Coker. Today, International Day of the Peace. We country them all over the world they observe. And this inside 1981, the UNB, they all be agreeing resolution for make peace day all over the country. And this year, Salon, they join country them for observe this day. Well, Fambu Talk International, where Mr. Coker they represent Naya, don't they work for bring peace, calm, for bring people in together for bridge peace. Now community them all over the country. This Fambu Talk don't they do for the last 12 years. Well, and they're interested in working on peace. Well, Mr. Coker, today International Day of Peace. And your organization, like I say, don't they work for bridge peace, particularly in a community them for the last 12 years. How we don't sound like?
Thank you very much. Really, I think we make some progress this year, but it has been a rocky journey. We will make progress 1 year, the following year we go down back. But what interest we as Fambu Talk more na the theme for this year. The theme for this year now shaping peace together, and most of the listeners then go no say Salon. It seems as if we still there far from sustainable peace with the ongoing hate speech, with the ongoing social media contradictions and a few other things. Instead of we move forward, we dey go behind back. So this na a call, na an appeal to all Sierra Leoneans that look, make we use today where UN don't dedicate, when all over the world, outside then get war, then can appeal to them for get 24 hours ceasefire, 24 hours non-violent communication. So we the big Sierra Leoneans then look, make we check we self back, make we look outside we don't come on, make we look outside we they go. Outside hatred go lead Sierra Leone, no way. Hate speech outside go lead Sierra Leone, no way. Politicians them, una way they govern, una way na opposition, outside hate speech go carry una go. Then small chamot, and not the born good picking for Sierra Leone. So we the appeal to all Sierra Leoneans, politicians, the market people them, the media people them, the musicians them, the youths, the women them, make we use today for reflect on peace. How we ensure say peace sustain. Make we look at Ghana. Ghana, the #1 in West Africa in terms of peaceful country. What in that they lead to? Go Ghana, you go see the difference. Na a country conducive for investment. Na a country where a conducive for even tourism. But if Sierra Leone will continue for the same hate speech, would they cost this, would they cost that day? At the end of the day, we post one can holiday, it go think to them. When post one can invest, it go think to them. So basically, this now in the interest of Sierra Leone and will future, make we try for do things and we go lead to sustainable peace and go through the hard conversation sometimes.
Talking about do things them we go make we able forget sustainable peace in the country. For some people, once another hearing gunshots like how we used for be during the days of the war, for them the country peaceful. So for person we don't work with all the experience we get from peace business, waiting suppose for the happen at the country we not they happen, we not anything any for happen for let we say we not a peaceful nation apart from here this sound of gunshots where we not the area.
I go say primarily na political tolerance. If the politicians they're able for hang heads, talk about development, talk about continuity, address the issues outside of colors, I believe say it go lead to sustainable peace. But mind you, we not only talk about peace within peace as just peace. Peace they lead to development. And also we all want to go as a nation. We want to see Sierra Leone develop. But if we not sustain the peace, we're not able to go through the development. We're not able to attract the much needed investors them. We're not able to attract tourists them for come as we need them. We're not able to even attract we fellow Sierra Leoneans within the diaspora. For come only them go begin think to say, well, go Salon, we don't know what's going to happen. But basically, this is not a responsibility we all as Sierra Leoneans get for move forward. Make we begin encourage people and say, Sierra Leone, the war done. Sierra Leone a peace we want. Sierra Leone want development. But like how we can say that bus cup, if the country gets leakages them, then cracks, nothing not go sustain. So now appeal, would they beg? Would they beg the government? Would they beg the opposition? In fact, me not if you want to talk about government or opposition, now the government of the day would they talk about. They all get a role for play. Opposition gets a role for play in governance. Now damn it, they say government. So basically, this is more or less an appeal to we all.
If you just tune in, that voice we listen to Sona John Cocker, in our executive director for Fumble Talk. Today at the program where they talk about the International Day of Peace, where Salon they join other countries in the world for observe when at today September 21. The program Good Morning Salon they continue 8 a.m. Now the time from the studio clock we they take short commercial break.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Edsalight, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
Them say man no die, man no rot. Me no kill person, so me no afraid nothing. I don't come off a start from nothing. Now me na general with a 5-star button. Where you want make out of this country in honor. We were born up and body it 10 times harder. With the negativity catch na little corner. Dreams and aspirations, they ready for kill and bust a low bubble. Original identity. You ain't no know me. You better know me, yeah. Bad couple. So me mama.
Right. Well, Dana, the voice of Sierra Leonean born Emerson Bokari. We did the program this morning, and my pleasure forget you after your album. I think this is not the first radio you come, and I pleasure forget you now, Emerson. Well, Emerson is Sierra Leonean Afro pop singer. We all man sabi for sing music and the lyrics them. They promote social change and also they criticize corruption and other things them we for bring, like I say, social change in any country. Well, it only sing for the last 10-15 years, and it just pulling album we call 9 Lives. Before 9 Lives, Emerson, what you don't happen? I mean, people then don't say be don't quiet, you there under, but finally you pull your 9 Lives. Wait if you don't happen.
Well, a lot don't happen. Good morning once again to Fambulen. Of course, we all know that, of course, the country gets a lot of problems, a lot of issues, especially for young people and who will come up and body. The opportunity is really, really scarce. Like I say, the song we just listened is for do things now is like 10 times harder. I've been to other countries where I see people, the things that we take for, it's so easy for do those things in other countries, but now it's like, I don't know what happened. It's like something do we, So, of course, with the COVID going on, I'm not able to travel, so I was limited, first of all, in terms of production, and all of that. So I was first of all stuck here, and of course, I don't use for give the sound, this this vibe, and of course, personal things again. Of course, I'm human, and I get personal things for handle. And of course, people don't know all lengthy and because I know they bring them. I'm not vocal about it. I know they bring them in media or let my personal business, private business, out there. But I get a lot of things to handle on myself, So there was a lot going on, But I thank God, and I just learned for lock me eye and focus on my work.
All right. I see you fans them really they on with Facebook page. Then they tell you say Mr. Bokari is a true patriot. They want to say agree to you, sir, and God's blessings are with you. The last man standing, and some of the messages then will come out on we Facebook page. But since you pull your album about a month or so ago, with people take this music album with different mixed feeling. One person we also don't follow all the comments and arguments with this album. Sitting back, you pull this album, or you compare to albums where you used for pull before. The reaction of Sierra Leoneans to this music, waiting go through your mind when this album come out.
First of all, it's been the story of my life. Whenever they release an album, people get their own, their own perception or idea about my albums, how it's received and how it's not received. But I then just play a couple of songs here. I tell somebody the other day. I said, then song then the people don't know about then song then they until after 3-4 years people begin to ask, say, oh, who sung this? Before they begin to tell them, say, no, that song in an old song we've been doing a survival album. You understand? So, like I said, it's the story of my life. I prepare my mind because I know what I'm inspired by, and my music is spiritual, and I thank God for that. So it gives me that confidence. I understand. I know what the work that I'm putting into the music, and I'm confident about my music. And the people we connect with the music go connect. It comes with time, There are some songs, not all songs people go like. You understand? But over the years, I've learned that most of my songs are loved by people. You know, so it's not gonna happen one time. In certain songs, people not they relate to them one time. Because problems plenty, and people then people not get even time for sit down for listening to songs. Time not day. People are busy. People are working. People are hustling. You know, so there are some songs we one time as you play until they will catch your attention today. But there are some songs you need for sit down and listen. Say, oh, now this song they're about. This is the message. You understand? So.
But you know, say you don't use forgive people and song them way like you said. Don't say as you listen and today, it catch you feeling and say, oh.
Well, not all the songs.
Maybe not from your perception. And they talk now from the public view. You know, you they do your thing,
yes.
But now the listeners them they listen to you and say we appreciate this over this other one.
Okay, well, like I say, you get different demography. Where as a musician, an artist, where you do focus on back. At the same time, you get the fan base don't kind of divide right now. Yes, you get the younger generation and you get the older generation. You know, so I have not been catering for that younger crowd. Where this time around, I actually focus on the younger generation. And if you listen to the music, the younger ones, then they know what they do. Then connect with me.
So why you decide for name this one 9 Lives?
Well, based on the things that personally I've been through since I started doing music, and all the hurdles and you know the things that I've been through, the hard times, and it's not easy. We all sabi with country. We all sabi how hard it be for breakthrough or do anything for be successful in something, you know. So for me, for get to this point, I don't even know which point at this even in my life. But for me, for come out from nothing to nothing, I still remember when I started with them they pay me 50,000 leons the first show. That's why I glad with them pay me that first money. That I was still in Jala. They pay me 50,000. I had to leave because I was even studying. I remember when we get a study group, I had to leave for go all the way, travel for go. Me happy one for go take 50,000 leons for performance. You know, which now for even for 3 days, and the point in which I did now in my life, I say thanks to the Almighty God. So, like I say, from that point to this point, the things that I've been through, you understand, I not get no other better name, but for name the album 9 Lives, and also based on the kind of songs that I do, social commentary and protesting songs, songs where they raise awareness. The things, how much Sierra Leoneans have suffered in the hands of our politicians and our leaders. You know, as we can today, there's a saying we can say we can delay no more, but we no go die. It seems like it make we feel like say we get 9 life because we don't really suffer now we leaders there and there.
If you look at the last album, the most popular song then have been Munku Boss per Matches. For some people, and now they don't listen to other track than we did at that same album they were been pulled at that time. And this one we just don't release, one of the 9 Lives, the most popular one. Na coconut aid, and when people begin everybody coconut aid, everybody be get interpretation as to what Emerson mean for say coconut aid. They refer to people as coconut aid. You where do you song? Waiting be then you mind for let you name a song title coconut aid.
First of all, I've learned during the time of my observation and putting my piece together. I have learned, and of course, like I said, I don't start for do this thing since 2003 with the hope of us changing, with the hope of change with our personal self and with change in the country, and you know, not just change we don't say change in government, no, change in our lives, because we change in so many other aspects in the society. And it seems like nothing no move, nothing no change, you understand. And when I come to understand, what I can make for understand is like we have made up our minds. Sierra Leoneans have made up their minds that they know hearing nothing, we know nothing, we not party picking there. Irrespective of what's in the happen at the country, irrespective of what's in the happen at the political parties, we know hearing nothing, we not party picking there.
All right. Well, we'll come back. Okay.
Okay. So, and based on that fact, politicians don't comfortably take advantage of the situation. Say, okay, now so then they behave. So waiting they want, just give them waiting they want. give them small thing, let them quiet. So basically, they look like coconut to the politicians because they make strong aid, you know, like say, I hear nothing, and then self they enjoy the situation, then gladly they enjoy them.
We'll come back to you. For can talk more on coconut head, make a different perception about coconut head. And also, I see me boy Pikin send message say, I tell him there's also the PlayStation generation, but we can talk about that later inside the program. Well done at the voice of Emerson Bokari. If you get questions, concerns, comments, send them to the AfriCell number 077 981 981. Also, on We Radio Democracy Facebook page. When they come back to you, Mr. Coker, International Day of Peace. Relatively, where you compare Salone with some other African country, them you could say Salone at least would enjoy a bit of peace. But in you earlier way they talk, you say with the up and down, and also the peace they go on at the country. So what thing we need for do as a nation for make sure say we maintain the peace so don't get.
Thank you very much, Asma. I think before I come here this morning, I think around that same question, what thing we for do as Sierra Leoneans, make we stop this blame game. Make we all take personal responsibility for talk to the next person. We all get access to one or two people then. And you know, sometimes you talk to a politician, it depends on which color. They go blame the other one. You talk to red, they blame green. You talk to green, green blame red. You talk to civilians them, with the people them back, it depends on who say you dey. Make we forget about all of that. The one common trend for Salona development, and like what government do, they need support from outside. That is the investors them, the conducive atmosphere. Because for now government are the highest employer. How much people they go employ? How much people they go pay? What are the source of income? We need other people. I did remember 20 or more years back, you get some big investors like Skipper. When they can employ thousands of people, it transforms lives. Even African minerals, when they become, they attract people, they improve the lives of people. But with biggest challenge now, all man look forward for a survivor. And we forget say we all get a role for peace, and when the country peaceful, development will come in. So make we forget for praising with politicians them and telling the hard fact that look, when I left this blame game, we want for go before as a nation.
You talk about role, all man gets in role for play, because if you look at the country big past any political party, and now the people make up of political party, now the people they put governments apart through elections. Waiting at the role of the people in terms of talking about political views where some people they take past national. Waiting at the role of the people
You see, in economics they say the demand and the supply side. If the people are able for demand what they want and how they want them, the government will be able to respond appropriately. But for now, you talk to the people and they don't even talk true. It depends on who that they before there. Then go, just cham the word, but talk for me the person be happy. Me could tell them the hard fact that what we need in the community, maybe we not need borehole. What we need na a market structure. We work with the local government around the people's planning process. Make people then take charge of their own development. But if they're not able to be peaceful, they're not able to work on development. So we believe, say, if the country not peaceful, trust me, next election back na the same song. Just a blame game. But make we take them personally as Sierra Leoneans and talk to the people and say, look, we want peace. Not only peace, we want sustainable peace. One way we don't want any blame game, we not do the work with them put ready for.
All right, continue for the week at the studio. John Coker, Executive Director for Famble Talk. The program they continue with, they go for short commercial break.
Because money easy for loss, like how it easy for broke egg. You save not for left your couple business to people they will not sabi, and one day we get ben. Union Trust Bank get all the correct and master sabi people them for help make you couple better. We na Union Trust Bank team up Tiranga, so your money go fine with no wahala, and you no go get we kind service no other side. Make good use of we SMS alert where they show you your money transaction. Enjoy we internet banking services for check your accounts. Safe, you can visit we website on www.utb.sl For no more, but we order plenty product and service them. Now Union Trust Bank, excellence now with one card. Union Trust Bank, the force and true Salomon Bank.
Them say then they fixed in them make we wait. From where them born we dey no more, we dey wait. Just say wait. Government they come and go and left we pan the bait. Big debate. Another generation don't come me sweep on the way. Welcome to the way. You will still no say na boom bamboo you late. You late. Even though man them I chair pan altin. When I say altin I mean altin. All these things them where they happen na the country. We cherry I pan altin. But the man they no begin them babati. They don't begin the bagbati. We are no left hand bagbati back take. Na let go be your body. Body man they don't begin the bagbati. They don't begin the bagbati. Na so then go left back and sabi time done then fail be your body. All man don't stand that is attention. All man want make impression. See me go say, watch me back. Look how I Becky Decky. Tomorrow on we don't know. Today on the team on. Everybody waiting for the miracle like hot color rest na fire. Hey. And no more but enough funny. Occupy we know how government they run. Una be say una know. Una explanation don't become boring. It can make a one for sleep. Will it be a no more but enough funny? Frustration they climb the mountains. On man back tormenting. From one stress to the next thing. Make man them colomenting. Got a man and they come, got a man and they go. The people in life the same. So we no get for tire for complain. Although then don't begin say we gladly. When I joke than the joke, say we the grumble because we well full enough funny. When I no care play to a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. Now the same boy now talk say in 6 months he they fix the economy. Lazy no more. Now the same man come back and give it back up. Una be say una get all the solution, but we don't understand any longer. Una be say una get this, it's easy, una mentally advanced. Where all the bookman them way, una be the talk say ready for the dance. I remember the talk where the Barbie the talk say only the fish a big finance. Where all the idea them, we go make we live like family. Where the rest una the plan. The city no the
wonderful coconut aid, and when I don't listen to the message where Emerson they send, just one low we take from there. Coconut aid now we just don't listen to, and as I've been saying earlier, people get their own interpretation to coconut aid. So the thing that you put inside coconut aid, I will let you just briefly explain to me, because we read the most popular one now. Waiting me member the man that don't begin in bagbati. Now waiting that mean.
First of all, if I begin to explain coconut aid, I would say next week.
Not just use the same way, but
yes, exactly. So, but in summary, like I say. I try for point out we weakness as Sierra Leoneans, because those are the one of the areas we not ask the tough questions. Let's begin face we self and ask the tough questions now. If we really want this change, we have to accept say we know well. You understand? We sick. Once they sick, we get problem. You know, we critique the government. Yes, get voila. The government we know. All man don't know that one day. But what are we doing as a people? We have a responsibility ourselves to play, and in asking those questions. So I ask a lot of questions, but at the same time, within the song, at the same time, of course, I'm an artist. Get a fan way for put make it sweet, make we all enjoy them at the same time. Make it a good day. This song good day. People will not, you will not understand this song. This song you got for day till I don't even know when. You understand? But there's a whole lot of device that is used in the song. You know, the babati part, of course, Nadi. First of all, not to boku talk we want. We look, if you sabi do the work, do the work. We don't pass that time for say doctor of this. You get I don't even sabi the credentials and waiting. You understand? Let's put that aside. Should the people of this country need change, we want them fast, we want them now. You understand? We've been crying for it, we want them. So that is what I'm saying. Not to the babati, not to the make, not to the sabi, not to Daniel. We want the change. We want for see we country transform from we too poor. Nothing all they happen at this country. We too poor. We Hamburg. Something all right.
Emerson, other sets of people go say the time done where music really go make any difference in Sierra Leone. The days where you go sing and you actually change a whole system, those days are gone. Say this, you don't sing it or you don't sing it on. Waiting next. What do you make up of that?
Well, like I say, we all get a responsibility. We all get a role for play. Me na one person, me na one man. And a musician can come and sing a song. You can sing the song. No mean say na the song get for make a change. The song not get nothing for.
But you song then don't they do it, make a change in before?
Well, I know. To be frank, we not see the change. We not see no change. Maybe there has been change in government, but not change in the lives and change in the lives of the people. Nothing will happen, you know. So basically, when we talk of change, now that change the way they look at, not to for let governments they change over, because government need to change, they come and go. Like I say in the song, then they can then they left whip and debate.
So as Sierra Leoneans, waiting our problem because we will say government, but now we the same people and now we not the government. Yeah. So waiting our own problems as Sierra Leoneans.
Like I said, the first thing when we see, we've made up our minds. We don't that mindset we don't make say we know why nothing. It's either me na this party or me na this party, irrespective of waiting they happen, you know. And I feel like we get for land, we get to a point where if you want to make a change, let we begin ask ourselves personal questions. It's not easy, not funny, because there are certain people from different orientation and different background and waiting. Get for understand, see, the change that we will look for, it's not about any ethnicity, it's not about your tribe, it's not about your party color or your political party. Let us get for land that in the within ourselves and ask ourselves tough questions, not funny, and not to say this is a judgment on anybody, for nobody not perfect, you understand? But we for start for ask ourselves question. The moment you know, say, okay, no, this is not right, probably we will begin work on that one day. But if we not ask ourselves the question, maybe I don't know how we will begin work on them.
Another issue again that you album, now the issue on the PlayStation, where we talk earlier on, PlayStation generation. The young one, they're not taken lightly at all. Different people, young people, and do a post who say they condemn you for that particular lyrics the way you use. But when you say PlayStation generation, what do you actually mean?
Okay, the line of that phrase, PlayStation generation, not to in at the teen self, but me, I just answer that one day. That may not even, mean anything, but based on how then go understand them, PlayStation generation is just an era. It's just a time. For example, me come up from Nintendo Game Boy generation, you understand? But that doesn't make me any less. I be old day, I hold me Nintendo. I still play PlayStation. It not mean say because you play PlayStation means say you are PlayStation generation. No, I still play PlayStation. You know, it's just that first of all, how then they play with we. This is if you listen the song from that point until the song the end, you clearly understand what they say. What I was trying to get at is this country has produced smart Sierra Leoneans. This country has produced people in the past who feel like say, this one we don't talk about credentials. We feel like say we'll change the country, get the way for change the country, but nothing will happen. You understand? So I feel like if our leaders and politicians have been able to manipulate them people and the smart Sierra Leoneans over the years, we don't come over the years, manipulate we and nothing will happen in our country. What of the generation where majority now not care even about waiting they happen? What of that generation? So I was saying, if we feel like we cannot handle our problem, this country gets 90%, I believe, belong to either you are Islam, you're Muslim, or you're Christian. Let's leave our problems in the hands of God instead of feel like we will solve the problem. That was what I was getting at.
So the PlayStation generation, you not be mean anything for like talk low on the generation now where they on.
Miss James, first of all, the kind way this generation now they help even my career. You know, it's I don't know if I have to explain that, because technically they're smart, they're sharp. But I want them to just for understand, say, not for just being smart and sharp. We get for be aware.
All right. Another issue again, Emerson, where you pull this your album. Everybody, before you pull your album, look at Emerson, they sing again. Oh, Emerson, SLPP, Emerson, sympathizer, and when you pull your album, I is another quarter. They say, "Na vex you vex." Not true.
That, like I said, it's been the story of my life. Not to see that talk they don't begin. Actually, first then this don't start. So, like I say, people we've been done they pay attention to most people, I don't know, I don't say most people, some people not on the follow me area, some people not on the follow, and don't they see the criticisms that they get over the years, and it's not the same thing over and over.
So you know vex.
Why would I be angry? Why for vex?
But you can vote. Elections time you can vote. Yes. That means you did some side you can vote.
No. Voting no means you belong some side. Okay. Now the point stand they look, I don't get issue with anybody belonging to your political party. You understand? Or I don't get issue with anybody voting for somebody else. You understand? I can look at it like I listen to all the debate during the election, listen to what people they say. You understand? If I believe in what you say, like the last 2000 when APC came to power, we still election down there.
2007 election.
Yes. I voted for President Koma. You understand?
So this one, what are you vote for the 2018?
No, I'm not going to talk this one because this one gets so much controversy. You understand? You know. But I just want people to understand. Not make me be APC. You understand?
And also, so many talks on they come up since the Coconut Aid begin play. Say you Dr. If you've been listening to music the way we don't they do, the Bobo Belez, the Adebayo Zobi, the Eribots, the Munku Boss Pamachis, and so many other songs them we be don't they do. Some people will we don't listen keenly to the Coconut Aid say you Dr. because you talk some side and some people they say you they notice say this you cut span something you cut and put anything where you be don't record on and say editing.
My critics will always be critics. Yeah, that's what I know for sure. You understand? Yeah. But like I said, these things I don't hear for. Now me write me music. Anybody mean they write me music. Nobody not listen to the music. I mean, they will just find things to say, anything to say.
Well, it's not your best music inside this album.
It's really difficult for me to choose because of course I love all the songs. Sometimes I actually write Marie first. We, of course, like a Sierra Leonean girl.
Always you write Fatima,
Marie. Personally, me not feel say love songs in future.
I'll say you call them, so you don't Marie now.
Well, you see, so the thing is like that. I love that one, and then of course I love Coconut.
All right, we'll come back. We'll go play Marie. Yeah. Continue for the return of the program. We'll go for this short break.
Confusion. But this confused me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in World Solid. Look him block them with them beat for them, where they save solid. And at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen. Me wall down for them, all the block them, all don't scatter. It like say some kind of magic they behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are they use, and that's not Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want your concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na all the shop and building material store na the one whole country.
Rokel commercial bank don't make a de waka with me bank na me phone. Rokel commercial bank go make you de waka with you bank na you phone. Them been come with SIM copper and now they don't increase the facility. For sure say na them na the Alagba banking business na now they don't come with SIM copper plus. They don't come with SIM copper plus. This service go allow you for send money to person where they salon anytime you want. It no matter the mobile company where you there. As you send me go get some quick one. What's na inside salon you there? The money go reach you. It no matter if you there na the east, west, north, south. So secure then you go na Google Play Store and search for the app. SIM Copper Plus I say download them. Follow the instructions and register your device. The process no long not even reach 2 minutes. When you done the bank go send message na your phone. For confirm say na your phone number bang bang. Enjoy e-copper and more facilities. SIM Copper Plus e come for we all. You dey na city or village just na salon you dey. You e-copper go reach you dey. Heads top up safe now they under the facility. With e-copper you can cash out your money from any local commercial bank agent or branch all around the country.
All right, the program is still a listen to now. Good morning, Salon. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We come to the other studio guest now, winner John Cocker, Executive Director for Fumble Talk. This morning we talk about the International Day of Peace, where Salon they join other countries them at the world for observe today, September 21. We don't talk about different things them we get for do with peace, and we see even the United Nations we set aside this day. They ask countries them now we're in the middle of COVID, so the countries them come together and make sure say they all work together for ensure say we're able to fight the COVID virus. Now Salon we see we cases them don't they go up from compared to how them be day before. We should say people don't they lag behind in terms of practicing within the Ministry of Health and pattern them be don't they say people suppose for do especially social distancing and other one them for ensure say the spread of the COVID-19 go reduce. If we take them from that background, the way the United Nations they ask countries them for come together and fight COVID and still ensure say peace continue for the world. As a country, waiting Salon need for do at this stage as we are in the middle of the fight against COVID-19 and talking about peace.
Thank you very much. You see, I think sometimes even the message or the messenger not an issue. It depends on who that you talk to. Most people are going to say COVID not there because sometimes they not trust the source of the information. It gets to do with politics again. We all see how Ebola be start. Again, the source of the information. So now this make we the appeal to people. Make we forget about this color thing and trust the government. Trust the sabi people. COVID-19 is real and we all for take the necessary precautions. Because if we not do that, it go affect we. You know, if you observe now, Boku died the be even upline. But most times, I don't know if they check them for know why they die. Cold don't become rampant. The testing are an issue. But me just want to appeal. Say, COVID-19 is real. We all for take precaution. Now, according to the United Nations, what then they say, this day, then they appeal to government, they make them not use COVID-19 as an excuse for come up with policies them and laws them where then they try for settle scores with other parties them or other political opponents. I don't think say that's an issue na Salon because to the best of my knowledge, COVID-19 where they affect inclusively because of the stakeholders them. So we the appeal. Today on day na big with the big Sierra Leoneans them. Say look, make I give an example like a village. Sarah Retail, like a big company, like a big global company. Then they invest so much money in their community. But because they're not there together, they waste. The money they go to individuals in pocket and not they benefit the people indirectly. So what would they do for the last 6 to 8 months? Now for facilitate dialogue. One comment where one of the chiefdom people then say if una don't come earlier with all what people also don't spend, this community for get tar road for build we for they like paradise. What in do? Because it waste, because they're not together. So Sierra Leone as a nation, even when government out project, it depends on who's you there. You look at them with suspicion. If they thief government property, you go say, not to be business because you want me them fail. When they fail, who do they suffer? Now we only suffer. So basically, make we begin for take responsibility as citizens. What can we do to improve our lives? Government creates space for dialogue. We don't see some effort, but dialogue now an ongoing process. The Peace Commission, it don't delay. We go look for work with whatever institution. Once it is non-partisan, it's inclusive in nature. We go look for collaborate with them. But the peace in this country it not depend on government. The peace in this country not just depend on opposition. It depends on we the civilians, we the citizens them. Make us find a way for play a role and find a way for talk to people them. Get a hard conversation with your councillor. Get a hard conversation with your MP. Get a hard conversation. Ministers they all come up from somewhere. Talk to them. What thing they do? Make them stop the blame game. And the opposition made them all team up with the government. Wait till the time reach for election. Una stop. I mean, Emerson talk about this after there. So, but make we take them personal and move forward. Please. Major the big today, because today not a day where we want to make a non-violence day for 24 hours. If you hurt somebody, pick phone and beg the person. Once your conscience clear, and make you find a way for make peace with individuals, now with communities, now with homes, now with offices. Even the offices, they're all so tense these days. They're so tense because of the color thing.
So from all which you don't talk, so many things we don't discuss here this morning. Also for starts. Waiting are the most immediate thing we need for be done as a people waiting we supposed for do at this time moving forward. If we want to get sustainable peace.
Make we clear we minds them. Make we clear our minds from colors. Make we look at ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. Make we begin think development. Make we begin think progress. You know, I believe development starts with the individuals. Na an accumulative process. If the village able work effectively, the section able work effectively, the chiefdom eventually go work effectively. Right. And if you aggregate all the chiefdoms them, the country go work effectively. We need investors. We need the tourist sector for improve. We need few other things. But if we continue for this color thing, believe me, it's going to be difficult for a person go get a money for kind investor in this country.
Continue for the weeks at the studio. John Cocker will come back to you. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Continue for listening. We come over to next studio guest.
Well, at this time, we dey go and take music, and from the man himself, he say one part song they will like. Na Marie? Okay, so, all right, it's you, but okay, but let me listen to Marie.
You wake up an animal. Me there. Are you ready now? Okay, let's go. Mama, you nice. You nice. If you loving it, I go pay twice. I don't mean I'm bad. Truly, girl, you are the kind of girl, you do me expect something. Marie, girl, if you know the kind way me body wants to dump for you, hey, Marie, the way your body shape, Marie, girl, you get full control, remote control, hey, Marie, kill a body, hey. Don't be lazy with you don't do. You want the way in the top, they don't humble. Can I me boast? It's not like they give you notice how you boast. The way how you they move with the bundle. You party they want give you another guy. I'm not go able to get them gonna yai. And today I for go, but for you I go there another night. Tomorrow we they gonna wake up then the other side. No worry, I'm on that. Any kind way I wanna own that. Even if not so race, I go there on the track against anybody we wanna run that.
Well, that's not Marie, and he featured Dizzy Leak. Emerson just tell me behind the mic say the young generation like Marie. Well, with the old generation, I think we like Fatima. The DJ play and balo yegi. Maybe between Marie and Fatima. Well, so Emerson had the word that Fatima really nice, that song they where you play. One thing where you try for do this time around, you really collaborate with salon artists them. Before we don't see you to go Nigeria and collaborate with the Two Face and other people. But this time around, you really feature like 2 or 3, 4 artists them inside your song. Why the change?
First of all, like I said, there's been a problem in our industry. it seems like we not believe in nothing really common at this country anymore. And there was a point where I think I even mentioned, and I see even before the COVID came, where people will be they even grumble, say waiting with the way Emma will not say Emma, see Emma. Then nobody not going to think about we safe. You understand? Now when things begin to happen, they begin ask, say, anyways, before that they were saying we know they do in the industry, not they do well. We of course will get to your problems. We'll not complain too much again. We just they work now. You understand? And work towards the people we're supposed to support with. You want we love the music, then we support with music, and we're not the complain boku again. So I try for look at the artists then we good, we really they do well in the industry, and especially the young ones. The not say all the one because they're old ones, then they as well we then do their thing. But unfortunately, I not be able to meet them for collaborate with them. But with the young ones, them sharp bobber them bad pan and style them, and I decided for see la work with them young guys here, and let prove to the people of this country that I don't need for fly for go Nigeria or Ghana or South Africa. All we do need is the support. If you can support these young dudes, if you can support this young, why need not they for everything? Then I will get everything. You understand? Some of we get the experience because I don't pass through fire and hail and whatever, So I be able within that experience with the young people. We are not saying that not all man go get down. Some of them know what they do. Some man don't know what they do. You understand? So that was my intention. Like, okay, let me give this time to Sierra Leoneans and then prove
Okay.
Listen to the album, all man they kill. They listen to listen to Mahmoudi, Cratrice and Zamza, Sazi, of course, Sazi na Mama, and Mama Panyung game, and then Two Flames, everybody else, Hayden Adam, of course, Killing Yon. Everybody else who are featured in.
Well, we will come back to Una. We don't get plenty message, even though James say in a marina in best song. But we can continue the program. Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from 98.1 FM. Today, na International Day of Peace. Make peace. Call somebody where you think say Una get chamot and make peace day. The program now Good Morning Salon.
Well, we'll quickly look at one power headlines to read them for EP Small Medium Enterprise Business in a Salon. The Sierra Leone Agro Processing Competitiveness Reports don't start for give grants to SME them. For sake of that, make the Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Edward Hinga Sandy, say Salon they spend over $400 million for bringing in for its Canada country. We make it a call on people and where they benefit from this support for use them for make change in this particular sector. Well, reporter Usman Kamara gets more and go reports.
People where they do small business na salon over the past year, don't they get plenty challenge with couple for carry on them business. For sake of them challenge here, make the Sierra Leone Agro Processing Competitiveness Project don't start for give grants to people where they do small business na salon. Dr. Martin Bunda, na the coordinator for this project, he start for explain how this project important for salon.
This project here is there about for get our SMEs on their feet and also profitability, and let's see how we can improve on then two things then they for make profits and for produce more so that they're able for export and bring more revenue into our economy so that our economy can grow. We are targeting 150 SMEs. We go receive with training, with coaching, and with mentoring, and also with the possibility of having our grants. But in total, the one that we will benefit from the grants actually will be 60 SMEs by the end of 2023.
Dr. Martin Bunda carry on say, na 25 business people will benefit inside the first phase of this project.
This first cohort, SMEs of about 25 of them, they begin to go through that kind of process. They begin to apply, we screen them, we get an advisory committee where they sit them on the screening, after which we go invite them to a meeting and tell and say, na so una get this grant here. We are thinking of an average of about $120,000 United States dollars for this first cohort. of SMEs. An average, I'm saying an average, meaning not all of them they get one and the same amount of money, but on average would they expect say they will get 120,000 United States dollars each SME.
We be the talk for sake of this project. The Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Edward Inga Sandi, say Salone they spend over $400 million for bringing things for it in the country. That make a call on business people for use this grant and make Salone tap for the spend plenty couple.
Over $400 million is spent on the importation of goods alone in this country. $250 million of that is spent on the importation of rice. This data is very appalling. And when we make reference to a country that has viable arable land, government is therefore considering this grant that is going to be given to you. You are selected from amongst a number of potential beneficiaries. You've been singled out, 25 of you, in various value addition chains. We want to see how this grant and the associated training is going to transform your businesses. We don't want your businesses to be the same business.
Dr. Edward Inga Sandi, Minister of Trade and Industry, Semweso say governments don't try for making change, and self say governments don't get investor them where they can invest $3.7 billion na Salone.
Today, moving around the world, you can see that a number of investors are showing increased interest in coming to Sierra Leone, where we attracted an investment commitment of $3.7 billion. This is to clearly indicate that this government is truly committed to bringing in that critical private sector capital that will lead the economic growth of this country. Ever since we got independence, we've been doing this and over again. We've been producing cocoa, and up to this point, there has not been any significant value addition that's going on in that value chain.
People will benefit from the Sierra Leone agro-processing competitiveness project grants. Now this them be say.
Mina Aminata Abdullahi, Akomobo, Mina country for processing markets that they do. This COVID-19 don't put beaucoup business for me. The customers they all I know they get customers as usual because of this COVID-19. I'm over glad for this grant. I tell World Bank and the project itself beaucoup thank you.
Mina Hannah Elizabeth Taroni. Me I make coffee. Well, that's been a very great opportunity for my business. I want for increase staffs for because that's not the thing more where they emphasize on you. Increase in my production, create more marketing for enlarging the business. So that at the end of the day, I go for use the money well.
Patricia Lavali, now the Deputy Minister 1, now the Ministry of Finance. Instead we end up assure small business people them say the ministry go all out for support them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Right, the program Good Morning Salone they continue, and as Salone they join other countries them at the world for member observe the International Day of Peace today. We now September 21. We don't talk about so many issues them we get for do with within the country, and we as a people need for do for ensure say sustainable peace in the country. Well, John Cockaway then at the studio, Executive Director for Famble talk there about for left wing. Now, as you the left wing at the studio, whose message you the left with Sierra Leoneans then in terms of contribution for ensure say we continue for maintain the country peace?
The theme for this year now shaping peace together. Now the global theme, and I believe say make we bring them down to the village, to the section, to the chiefdom, to the nation. Shaping peace together, we all get a role for play. We know they depend on we leaders there for terrible peace or for shape peace for we. We all get a role for play. My message now, you the individuals, we don't get small chamot with you councillor or you MP or you parents there or your friend. Make us start there. Make them personal. Make we use the rest of the year for go through this journey. Because I believe say if peace then at the country, development could be sustainable. And that's my message to all man. That please, please, make we all try our best for do something today.
Right.
The UN don't declare today for the next 24 hours na a non-violence day. whatever they do, make we not fight, make we not do anything. Make we just observe this day and make we see how we go move on as a people, as a nation, and as communities. I tell you all plenty things.
Many thanks to genuine at the program this morning, John Cocker, Executive Director of Ambo Talk. Taking we can.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, well, we go look at messages them Mona don't send at the program. Alpha Bar on Facebook, they say Emerson has shown once again that he may favor one political or another party at some point, at some particular point, but above all, he's a Sierra Leonean first. Personally, I like his love songs, and my all-time favorite is Fatima. Keep the vibe.
Alright, to look at more message, this other one say, please ask Emerson to compare today and yesterday, which one will score the highest grade and give us the results as a patriotic Sierra Leonean. A comment from Aziz of Sensible Crew. Now we WhatsApp group that person they send a message to.
On Facebook again, Abubakar Bokai say Emerson analyzes his songs well. He's such an intelligent musician who thinks about Sierra Leone. My favorite song in his history for Emerson is Question from the Home and Away album. I sense the passion he has for this country. You can even notice that he almost cried in the song. That shows how patriotic he is. He is my favorite musician in the entire world and second to none. Keep your head up, black man, and continue to do the right thing. From Abubakar Bokari na Mount Oriel.
This other message you look at from Mahmoud Kano. It says, good morning, Radio D. I think the essence of our artists is to make money rather than educating the public, and moreover, they lack the clout to tell the people where government has done well and where government hasn't done well. This government has done well in education, electricity, sports, youth, local governance, health, road infrastructure, economic diversification, etc. Let Emerson tell me that I'm not saying the truth.
This one say, right now are they jealous you saw Emerson is just with an emoji. I swear God sabi make all things correct, Emerson. You come out from somebody where they admire you. Another one from Facebook, Brown S. Grant say, bravo to Emerson, aka Salon Bobo. I'm enjoying the program this morning, so keep it up.
Alright, this other one say, great man of Sierra Leone music, thank you for criticizing where it is due.
This one say, as we are joining other countries to commemorate the International Day of Peace, we should use this day to address the fragile peace in our country through dialogue with the relevant bodies. Because peace is the only solution, more so when we have tested war. Let's be accommodating and be generous to ourselves, irrespective of political party or beliefs for mistake.
Alright, this order again for the International Day of Peace. It says hate speech cannot stop because the things that are supposed to hold us together as a nation has been taken away by the politicians.
Few more message. This other message say, you just made my day by listening to Emerson. Can't see where I run go watch her na the Facebook page for see if true Emerson then a studio. Another message say, la at the blush. Okay. Another message waiting at the program. Say, tell Emerson that a nation can only change itself with a regime that wins power since it controls the security apparatus. Like present, how do we expect to create any change under a state of emergency? All right, well, because of time, we're not go able for read on our messages then all. I think Emerson go for fair one time, he can get talks with him fans them. Now you do democracy. Well, Emerson, the messages then and the way fans then don't send, people they don't send the program.
Like you say, I appreciate all the messages, and I tell fans thank you, and family will listen thank you. And of course, not forget say how musicians do make our money, and of course, like the expectation is really high, and then people expect much from we, how we able to record songs, how we able to pass on messages, through the support of the people. So for those of you that have been supporting us, we would encourage you now continue to support we so that we will continue to do more, we will do we work, And this is not digital age, so we expect more of downloads, on the internet rather than than CDs and waiting. Everything don't change now. So we appreciate all the ones that we all actually don't download. We appreciate. I love you so much. I appreciate you now.
All right. Well, we Daniel Sope on Facebook say, Emerson, we the people of this country are expecting more from you, but really keep the fire burning. And another message say, please play the song question and sense the passion in it. Okay, okay. Well, we go just play Munku Boss Pamachis and as against waiting at the music in him coconuted.
The sun hot. The sun hot. Man in the long months. Then they say where they pass, and me talk me man them. They say them a still they on the way they walk. I say body game money, nobody game lock. The way me man they look me, I no see them shock like them a see now come game go lock. The body bad tell them we chop you one block. But long shot, the man them this gone. The man them say this thing don't come up and fun. But let them go forget the small but them pockets. Body where they got up for so can they take. Have fun for on the concept and they take 'em. They feel the big face, and then I'm for make 'em so one. Another generation don't come in sweet and the way. You will still no say na boom bamboo you lay. Even though man them I chirp and altin. When I say altin, I mean altin. All this in them where they happen na the country. We cherry I fan altin. But the man they don't begin them bagbati. They don't begin them bagbati. We are no left hand bagbati back take. Na leg go be your body. But the man they don't begin them bagbati. They don't begin them bagbati. Now so then go left back and sabi time done then fail with your body. All man don't stand at his attention. All man want make impression. But see me go say, watch me back, look how I Becky Decky. Tomorrow on we don't know. Today on the team on. Everybody waiting for the miracle like hot color rest na fire. Hey, we dey be a no more but enough funny. Occupy we know how government they run. Una be say una know, but una explanation don't become boring. It can make a one for sleep. We be a no more but enough funny. Frustration they climb the mountains. All man back tormenting. From one stress to the next thing, it make man them go sooner or later. We go drop the Emerson. Me a 1 times 10. I ain't win on the bend. Yeah, I'm protected just like Daniel in a lion's den. Anytime we feel say we don't see the savior, must get people around. We go show me their own color. This time we say sweet salon for water. We dey see people around, and now they no more bring the butter. Sometimes we go bend full tomorrow, but no one knows tomorrow. I don't know for you, me yesterday better past today. Who knows if not focus, then me they make not focus. Say the first things first, now we belly. Business then they close, tax they go high, teaching salary.
Alright, well, that's now 3 famous music they will play inside the program. We Coconuted and yesterday better past today. And Munku Boss Pamachis. Maybe of them 3, which one are your favorites?
Yesterday better past today.
Yes, myself, yesterday better past today. Emerson, when you can sing a song, I can go and listen to them back.
Absolutely, I do.
And so how you can feel?
It makes me feel. First of all, it makes me feel proud that I'm able to contribute to me civic responsibility, and people, the people that appreciate them, and because it's not easy for you to sing song and 2 people like them, there are a lot of artists and they sing and maybe just their family, even their family member go tell them say a big fencing do, so if I can sing songs and thousands or millions of people are loving it. I say thanks to God for that.
All right, Emerson, they make money out of the song there, especially with the new age now. Piracy and all.
That is what we're trying to encourage right now. Now that's what they try to advocate and push for right now, because throughout the years it hasn't been about making money. You understand? Just with passion for the country and but it's getting to the point where. The expectations, you see the expectations is high, and when they compare with to international standards. So in getting that standards takes a lot of money. It comes with a lot production. You know, if we tell on what it takes for put one song together, you know, it's really not easy. So we encourage. That's why I keep encouraging people to do more of downloads. You know, if you love the music and if you can afford it, you know, do more of downloads and support the artists, because that's the only way we can make money and able to prove to the people that no, we self can meet up with the people that we collect from outside. We don't do the collect, don't do. Let's support ourselves and see what we're able to do now. We turn this place upside down.
Well, we got so many things to talk about, but unfortunately, we don't get time again. We'll wrap up the program now. So quickly, if you want to compare the two in terms of messaging, social commenting, and yesterday better past today with Coconut Aid, which one you prefer in terms of the message where you send at the two songs
and the change we make?
Well, if you look at the timing, like I say, I follow the lead. With sometimes I follow the lead of the people. I listen, like, okay, like I say, with people don't make up their mind on. For over the years, it has been two political parties, you understand? I don't know if tomorrow I go change, you understand? But for the moment that I've been doing those songs, within that 5 years period, I watch for see what people will decide for do, you understand? If they decide for give the government, the sitting government, another 5 years to 10 years, now so I go extend the message, now so the message will become hotter. But the 3 years in power, well, like, if you listen to yesterday's best passage, the message it's equivalent to the same message in Coconut Head. You understand? So I follow the lead of the people.
All right, so the IM Ben.
I don't even know what in that they mean, say the IM.
So what do you be mean when you say the IM or the Ben?
I am the last man still standing, and I'm here.
So now to that.
The IM or the Ben.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Emerson. I will end the program with my best and indeed the best music that describes his true feelings for Sierra Leone is Bobo Payne from Daramin Alombli. Well, maybe now the program Good Morning Salon they end for this morning. Definitely will bring Emerson come. We see plenty comments, but you know we will respond to all. Many thanks to the production team, Michael Sambola and Alex Lawrence Koma. We produced the program. DJ Lava gave all the songs, technical support, and also Moses Kavua and Franklin Pemagbi. We make una watch we live on Facebook. Until other time, we Good Morning Salon. Well, tomorrow we do Good Morning Salon will come back. Mina Asma James Tewishuna. A blessed week.
And Mabel Kabadi say goodbye.